What's up, YouTube? Blessings to everyone. What did we harvest today? Actually, we did harvest this earlier, but I'm gonna come towards it back in a second here. So blessings, watermelon. But in this, we actually didn't make the right harvest or the real harvest yet. We have this one here giving trouble. Been giving me trouble all morning. I have to be on him, looking out back and forth. Make sure he doesn't get into trouble. Say hello, Richie. Say hello. Say hi. It's a video. Say hi. You're not saying anything? Say bye-bye then. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, we out here. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, we haven't harvested yet, but we're making a harvest. It's a special harvest, and this we just need a special one ingredient for our pot today. And as you can see, we have this thyme. If you recognize what it is, it's a thyme literally growing outside the wall here. And I have this thyme. I think I've expressed in previous video, probably going over 7, 8 years, 9 years now, probably in proximity. A long time. Move that hose from there. There's some original. I didn't plant the seed. I planted the original right here. As you see this is the first patch of this original, but it's literally I'm wondering, this is some type of grass. I thought it was a corn for a while. For a quick second I thought it was onion or scallion, but which I've planted there before. But that's some type of grass and bird seed, I'm sure. Oh yeah, that's original. There's some basil here right by the front door. Saint basil. So sage. Get me wrong. Twisting up my own herbs here. Some original, but this is the first patch and the only patch that I plant from, and as you see they producing, I have gotten original, the crack of the garden. That's everywhere. Look at him. This hill is gonna give him strength and power. Oh yeah, no joke. This thing been growing for years out of this, and same thing. My very first one was planted right here. I remember, right here in this corner. No longer here. Long years gone, and then it make it way right here. And then, like I said, one of his first spread. I don't know how it happened. Seed, I'm assuming, because there's no way root came from all the way up there. I think everything he's trying to touch and mess with. A learning boy, in process of learning. Yeah, plant it here and it make it that way all the way down. So I know it wasn't by any root, some type of seed. And the one in the soil, died. You can't make that up. Look at him. Be careful of mine, Jackman. Find yourself a little buckle now, you're gonna think that you're a man. But yeah, be careful, Richie. Come back around here, man. But yeah, the one in the soil died, totally died, dried up, succumbs to the cold and just the condition of this weather. There's sometimes winter can be very, deadly in the sense of just a lot of freeze and ice, and it can be where a plant can just survive for years and then finally it just succumbs to the environment. This thing, how does it survive just coming out of the wall? Obviously you can't even water it enough where the water sustain, because it's in a wall. There's not much soil to the root. Obviously coming literally, it creates its own thing. You have gather soil and organic matter to support its own root. But you can't make this up. Like I said, I have planted whole root of it. The one that had spread right here. Even last season it was growing right here. Nice lush. And winter just died. I came out here in the winter, I could have reaped some of it, but by the time spring come, it just died off, and he's up there again, up there. So he's just all over the place. It's good I give him a nice afternoon bath or mid-morning bath in a bit and put him to bed with a warm bottle of milk, you know. So blessings. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna come today, reap a little of our extra. Could use my finger here in a bit off, or I could use the scissors, but now that we have the tripod in our hand, we're just gonna use our finger here and pull some off. And you know, something like this I could literally especially this part here looking almost like there's root coming off to the side, but it's just the way that it is on the wall here, you know. So just showing like it's like regrowing its own self, like a certain type of the time of the season to time of year. You know, there's sometimes it's more lush green, and there's sometimes that you have blooming on it and all that. Alright, Mr. Man, run around a lot now, you ready? I feel like you got tired. Probably ready to switch up his environment. But anyway, we don't want to make this one too long. You know, I have a cool video coming out earlier. When I harvest that watermelon, it's also a special blessing, you know. More you know, the more you grow for free. And this thing I didn't even have to plant it. I planted the mother plant of it and this came of it, and now I can come out here even in the middle of the winter. This is like an evergreen, it never dries. You know, and as you see, it's still surviving 9 years, 8 years for sure. You know, 9 years possible. But definitely over 7 years. I said 7 years is more than 7 years now, for sure. You know, more like 8, 9 years. Nice little portion to go in my pot right here. It's a blessings. Come. Probably won't see us that much. Come on, man. Yeah, hopefully you guys taking a peek at us. Yeah, say hello. Yeah, he's such a trouble and I have to always move things away from him. Just move that little machete as quick before he could even go near to it. But you know, not to find any excuse, it's not sharp in it, but still, it's something that we don't want to mess with. But yeah, this watermelon is the only one that I had on the vine. It's a learning process. You know, I plant it right there at the root of that end of the metal frame here. You know, my mind was that, oh, I'm gonna make it grow like a chalice thing up the side of here. You know, and not to go into it too much because I do have it explanation in a previous video, but that I will share. That I think that I was gonna, you know, chalice it up this whole thing here, and it's gonna just take over. Nope, the heat and just the heat of the summer. We went through that heat wave. You know, the root most likely didn't have anything to support it, and you know, it just didn't survive. You know, it started to turn yellow and died off. But this one stay on the vine. Took me a long time before I even recognized it and saw that it's actually there. And I didn't take it, I didn't mess with it. I leave it to do its own thing. Impossible to think in that animal and the critters didn't eat it, you know. You know, I have dozens out here and you look, more than half of them is damaged and eaten up, and this thing is surviving out here. It's crazy. But the most important of it, like I said, the more you know, the more you grow for free. Cut all that seed that I can regrow next year. You know, 2 months before growing season, I can put these outside. Be careful, Richie. And I move this thing. He's making this tripod thing here, and I don't really want him to, like I said, hurt himself. Especially when I'm a bit distracted creating this video. Make it seem that like he's in danger, or you know. Be careful, man. But yeah, I'm trying to move away from him. He's trying to follow me for this thing. Be careful, man, because this is not something that I want you to play with. But yeah, YouTube, we're gonna cut this video here shortly, because my little handful is out here and I don't want him to hurt himself. But yeah, this is what we harvest today. Be careful, man, you're in a position where you can't even move this around. Man, that's the fun part of it. And as you know, Yardman Garden and all TV don't edit and crap video. This is gonna come to you raw as it is. He totally came around and ruined my display. You know. So yeah, we still have some seeds still on here. You know. My harvest of my my thyme got tossed on the ground. We still have our thyme here with dry leaf, and this man here is messing around with this thing and this trying thing, and that's why I look now with my new video them coming, like, you know, unless he's inside and I have help with him. It is just me and him at home right now, but a handful he is. But yeah, more you know, the more you grow for free. Yeah, man, Garden and TV. Watermelon is a blessing. When I test him with a little piece of it, he's a lover of food, fruit, vegetable, but fruit especially more in juice, fresh juice and all that. He really doesn't really, like this. I put in his mouth, he's probably gonna spit it out. The texture of it for some reason, you know. But I can steam fresh vegetable for him. Totally loves it. You know, he like those fruit puree, and he enjoy those. But he's not really one for these texture. You know, look at him. Where is he? Thought he was going on this little car which he's been messing around. Be careful, man. Think easy, boy, here. See if he'll take a piece of melon. See? He literally spit it out. Look at it. Try another piece. But yeah, he's not really a fan of watermelon and those things. That's why in previous video I didn't even say, here Richie, demonstrate of him eating any, because he's not. If I did make this into juice now, he'll drink the bottle and more. There. No, I mean no. And he's getting stronger now right now. Yeah, all coconut. Not the Caribbean, but we have coconut on the ground here. That's funny. But anyway, YouTube, stay blessed. You see what happened earlier. You know, my video got more interesting than I wanted to. But my old display got crashed. But it's a special thing, you know. He's nothing short of a blessing to me. But he's a handful. Got him. Be careful, man. Alright? Blessings to everyone. Stay above. Stay blessed. Subscribe to the thing. Yardman Garden Last TV. We'll see your harvest today. Literally came outside that wall. Our thyme, it's been growing for years. You know. Can't go wrong. Careful, man. Blessings to everyone. Alright? Stay blessed. Peace and love to the people. It's a handful. Walking and falling over. Alright, you go. Maybe have a ton of watermelon to grow next season, so stay tuned. Maybe look man messing with the door. So blessings. I grow it, I reap it, and I enjoy it. And I get seed for next year. Reap some time for my pot. Fresh and organic. Yardman Gardeners TV. Subscribe. The more you know, the more you grow for free. Alright? Love to the people. Stay blessed.